Hey, how's everyone going? It's that time again. We're up here, and it's time to relax, I guess. So tonight was going to be an interesting dinner. It was going to be this stuff here, um, which is a little packet rice. You add a 3/4 cup of boiling water to it. You let it stand for about 8 minutes, and then you add stuff. I had stuff to add, which was this sort of, it's from Japan. It's a sprinkly thing you put over the top of rice, but I bought it so long ago, not so long ago, probably only 4 months. It's expired, so it's back to a standard dinner tonight. Maybe we come up with something to put on this. Tomorrow. This stuff, along with the spuds, comes from a company called Go Native New Zealand. Oh, no, Go Native World. It's a New Zealand company that does freeze-dried foods and stuff like that. And so, yeah, so it's disappointing. When I'm back at work next week, I'll pick some up from the Korean store, and maybe we give this another try next week. I'll probably try this again tomorrow just for some other stuff, but I really want to try the sprinkles because I've tried it before, years ago. It was really good, and so that's the plan. So just doing some charging and getting everything ready. Laundry just done, if I can spin the old tripod there. So that's the laundry done. Just got to fold it up, of course. And tomorrow we'll get out there and we'll investigate. This is a different place we're at tonight. So we'll go out investigating tomorrow and see what comes of that. But that's where we're up to. Yeah, only 2 days. 2 days? Only one day at the campsite. So overnight tonight, tomorrow, and then the next night. So 2 nights in 1 day, I guess you'd call it. And then back into it again. So yeah, should be fun. I'm going to enjoy it. Fingers crossed the weather's good tomorrow, because it would be good to get out and have a wander around. And yeah, that's where we're up to. Nice. Morning everyone, how's it going? The coffee is on. Actually, I've just got to check where it's dripping to. That's probably enough. We're also a bit later this morning, we're going to be test driving this little thing. I got this at work for answering questions within a timeline, which I totally lied about because of the time limit that we had to do it. I just cheated. And so we got this. It feels good, but maybe we'll give it a wash out and test it a bit later. In the meantime, we'll stick with our trusty one. We're not using our favourite Nasty Labs one this morning. Not this morning. So that's where we're up to. It looks pretty good out there, judging by this. So maybe we flip this tripod around. No editing on this channel, and we'll just pop the back door open and see how we go. Let's have a look, eh? Let's give this a crack. Oh yeah, what a great day. Man, I get lucky with weather. I haven't always gotten lucky with weather, but man, I sure have lately. Super lucky. Alright, I think we're set up on the camera there again. So yeah, that's the plan. We're going to have a coffee, watch a bit of YouTube. Laundry got done last night, as usual, and then we'll make another coffee and we'll go for a walk. I'll show you around where we are this week. So that'll be fun. Nice. See ya. Alright, so the condensation in here this morning was... It's not the worst on the planet, but man, it wasn't good. So I'm going to have to get online and get an absorbent... what do you call those things you mop your car down with? I've forgotten the name of the thing. It absorbs tons of water. I'm going to have to grab one of those, I think, because I went through a bit of... That was almost a full roll when I started. If you can see that, that was almost a full roll when I started wiping down the ceiling. The good thing is it's only happening on the metal parts. It's not really happening on there. So I may even get some more insulation, but I'll see. I don't like covering everything. If there's ever a leak, I want to be able to find out where it is, and if I cover everything, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that one goes in the future. But in the meantime, we're gonna head out that magic door there, and I'll put on my beach shoes, which is just an old pair of running shoes, so it doesn't matter if it gets sand in them, and we'll go for a wander, eh? Nice one. And look at these amazing trees. There's a really cool one just over here as well. I don't know, it's just, I find it really interesting. Maybe no one else does. But check this out, maybe the closer we get, the more you'll know what I'm talking about. So it looks like its roots originally in there. And now it's kind of all out here. And same with the one, which might be the same one next to it. And that's super cool. And even right inside, that's awesome. How's it going, team? Hey, I'm going to try something unconventional this morning. It is kind of this morning, just. I'm making a coffee. I'm kind of getting into a oat milk kick again, rather than having it black. I had it black this morning, but I felt like something milky. I shot into the local sort of group of shops around the corner, just rode there, and it had everything but a cafe. I know, first world problems, eh? So I decided, since I didn't want to drive anywhere, that I would get, and like I say, this is pretty unconventional, an ice block. Oh, sorry, you know, a milky ice cream block. And the plan is to eat a bit of the chocolate off around it and then drop the rest of the creamy milky bit into the coffee. So even if it turns out bad, at least I still got some white chocolate. So you can't go wrong. So we're sort of mid-brew, and maybe just needs a little bit more water. And hopefully you're seeing me adding water. And that's the plan. So we'll give it a go. Let's see how it works. All right, so it's in. That's what it looks like. I'll let it do its thing in there for a bit and then give it a try. All right, so it's mixed in. This is what it looks like. And you and I are going to experience it for the first time. So here we go. It's a lot more average than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Yeah, it just tastes like milk and coffee. But that's all right, because I was looking for something milky. I actually thought I'd stumbled across something amazing, but clearly I was wrong. So yeah, damn. Awesome. I've just had a majestic shower. I've also done something different with the bikes, which I'm going to show you now. I've got that, which is a normal bike stand. I've just screwed it down to the floor on that side, and I was having a bit of trouble working out how to stop it from bouncing around too much. It still needs a bit of work, but we've got this. How about that? So it's basically a little bit of twine around there, and then one of my suction things to the wall there. Really hard to see, but yeah. So that will stop it from moving around too much. Like I say, it probably needs a little bit more work, but a good idea, I think. So yeah, time for a coffee. How's it going, team? I thought I'd just do a little video on why I decided to do van life, and so to try and do it in a very short version. One of the reasons I did it, way back about 8 or 9 years ago, I watched 3 YouTube channels. The first one, and this is in order, was Foresty Forest. The next was Static Camper Van, and the next was Van City Van Life. And when I saw what those guys were doing, I was completely in love with it. And I knew, like, almost right from the start that I would eventually end up doing it. And even though it took some time, so basically I was watching those, and even after a year, I thought, man, I still love this, and to this day I still watch them. And so what I decided was, well, not what I decided, but would have been about a year ago, my cousin Helen passed away at the age of 53, which is 1 year away from me being that age. And that's the one that got me. I thought, man, maybe, you know, who knows how much time we got left? And I knew for a fact if it happened to me and I hadn't tried this, that I would have hated it. I really would have hated it. So that's what sort of pushed me towards doing it. And to be honest, I haven't looked back since. I love it. I absolutely love this lifestyle. It's right back at the start I didn't. In the first 2 months, it took a bit of adjusting, being such a creature of habit with certain things and having lived in flats and houses all my life. It was a bit of an adjustment at the first 2 months, just changing practically everything that I would normally do in a day, and the times that I would do it, everything had to change. So yeah, but since then, of course, the changes have become normal, and I'm a lot better at adjusting to changes, which is really cool. So yeah, so that's really it. I couldn't even dream about going back to living in a normal house or a flat or an apartment or anything like that now. Just no way I could do it now. The one thing I would note is when you live in an apartment or a flat, if it's a rainy day or a sunny day, maybe you think, oh, it's too hot, I'll just stay in, keep cool. Winter, I'll stay in, keep warm. It's just so easy just to stay in there all day. Before you know it, the day's gone, and your days off have gone. I used to really hate days off, and it's completely spun around the other way now from living in the van. I can't wait for my days off. In fact, for the first time in my life, I actually prefer my days off than working, which is pretty rare, and people who know me will say that is true. But yeah, I just love my days off now. Life is better. Life is much better. Yeah, so I've got no complaints. And I mean, if you're thinking about doing this, as long as you've thought about it and you want to do it, just give it a try. My thing was, I knew that I wanted to do this, and I thought I'll give myself 2 years. If you don't like it within 2 years, then you can always go back to just normal renting and that sort of thing. And so I think it should be the same for everyone. If this really has caught your attention, the worst that can happen is that you don't enjoy it and you just go back to renting. So but I know for a fact that I had to try it. I didn't want this regret. I just needed to get it out of my system, and I just love it. I really do. So what can I say? What I can say is thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everyone that watches that, my subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough. I love you all, and you're really, honestly, the best subscribers on the planet. Everyone knows that, and like I say, it's official. It's science has proven it. And so, yeah, you're part of an elite group of just awesome people. And so, yeah, thank you for watching. It's the best. It really is the best. And I really can't thank you all enough. So, awesome.